Hello everyone, my name's Sutton and this is the GenX Analytics YouTube channel. Hope you enjoyed the previous video on the interview that I did. I'm going to sort of go into a little bit more on the basics of crypto for this episode. A bit of an intro about, how I got into crypto as well. And then the tools that I have sort of found and used throughout my own journey just to help me out. And I'm just going to show some of the tools that I sort of found and used throughout my own crypto journey just to make the experience a little bit easier. So yeah, stick around. All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about me. Just sort of my journey that I've had through crypto, when I started and all that sort of thing. So I started crypto in about 2017, sort of the late 2017. Bitcoin at the time was around $7,000. I'd actually heard about crypto just from one of my best friends who'd used it in the past. So I decided to do a little bit of research and I didn't really know where to look. I don't like to type in, what is Bitcoin. So I decided to go on Twitch and I just simply typed in crypto on Twitch and discovered a streamer, and it was a guy that was basically scalping, which is sort of getting in and out within a couple of minutes, per trade. And I did like the community that he had, so I decided to stay in that community. I'd come back more and more, sort of take part, joined his Discord server, met some really nice people there, and yeah, that's sort of how I started my crypto journey. And through that channel, that's where I learned about Tradingview, a little bit about how to trade, how to chart things, apps and things to use, to actually buy crypto and hold it, and all that sort of stuff. So what I've decided to do is just make a bit of a guide myself of just things that I use personally, just to help me get into the crypto space. Just because I used it doesn't mean you guys have to, of course. It's completely up to you. But all that aside, I'd sort of ran with my holdings all the way up until $20,000 Bitcoin. That was the price at the time, and then it crashed. I basically just held everything from all the way to the top, right back down to the bottom, and that was it. I just decided to bury my head in the sand and just leave it. So I left my holdings for a couple of years, sort of got back into it again in about 2020 at the start of that year. Well, around about March time. And that's when I was actually furloughed from my workplace. So I didn't really have much else to do. So I thought, I'll jump back into the group that I was previously in, see who's still there, see how everyone's doing. And then ever since then, pretty much every single day, I've now been looking at different projects, catching up with people. And yeah, that's sort of where I am at the moment. I think this sort of the entry point for getting into crypto is quite tough if you don't know anything about it. This isn't going to be a video where I explain exactly what cryptocurrency is or exactly what a Bitcoin is or anything like that. This video is more going to be based on the apps that I've just used to actually help my journey through crypto. So we're going to be talking about things like Tradingview, Coinbase, which is where I first bought my crypto, Binance, which is just another really big exchange, Discord, which is what I use a lot of the time for just keeping on top of projects and their announcements and updates and things like that. Telegram is another one that I've used. So we're just going to have a bit of a rundown on what each one is for you guys that might not know. So let's get straight into that section of the video. All right, so the first app I want to get into is Tradingview. It's one of the first apps I learned about through watching the stream, as previously mentioned. Don't worry about what we're actually looking at chart-wise. It's just a random one that's come up. This one's Doge to US dollar. But basically how Tradingview works, you just have your simple searches up here. So if you want to trade a certain thing, we'll say Bitcoin to US dollars, you just type in BTC USD, choose the exchange that you want to base the price off. So in this example, we'll do Coinbase, and then up here you've got a bit of a time frame, so you can choose which time frame you want. So we've got 1 hour. Each of these candles just represents an hour. Simple. And yeah, this is sort of what I've used in the past to actually base some of my trades off. On the left hand side, you've got a bunch of different things here that you can use to sort of paint your charts. For example, trend lines, or you can use other things such as Fibonacci retracements. Yeah, a bunch of stuff down here that you can use. You can choose between the different candles up here, and if you've got any particular indicators that you've been told about, it's just the indicator button up there. Type it in and you've got a big list of ones you can use. You can also set up watch lists for charts that you want to keep an eye on all the time. So you can just create a new list and you can start adding some of these to this watch list, and it just basically comes up with a percentage change there, the symbol, and it's a live update of each stock that you've got. Any sort of setups that you decide to do when you've got an account, they'll all be saved. So if this trend line holds, well, it won't hold, but we'll put the trend line like here, for example. I disappear to do another chart, and then I come back to this one. This line's still going to be here. So all your trend lines or whatever you decide to put onto this chart will be saved on that chart. So you can always sort of refer back to it anytime. You can also set alerts. So if you don't have time to just watch all these stocks, you've put them all on your watch list, but there's nothing else you can really do. But there is. You can actually set alerts. So if the price reaches around this area, 41,500, I could always say, okay, send a text to my phone or email me as soon as the price of Bitcoin reaches this particular price or this particular level. Something like that is obviously useful to have. It means that if you are out and about, you've got Binance or Coinbase or some other app on your phone, Tradingview will send you a notification saying Bitcoin has just hit this price level, and then you can make your decision whether you want to buy, sell, anything like that. All in all, Tradingview has a lot of different features. You can chart between hundreds and hundreds of different things. So yeah, just give it a look, try it out. It is free, so there's no reason not to. Now, the next section that I'd like to talk about real quick is Coinmarketcap. This is something that if you are into crypto or you're just getting into crypto, it's something you should always sort of refer to. Coinmarketcap is basically just a big hub of various different cryptocurrencies. Basically, any crypto that gets created will eventually get listed here if they apply for it. So you can see you've got the top ones, which are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and you scroll down, you can see like the chart for the last 7 days. So there's quite a lot of information on the screen. But when you want to do like a bit more research into certain projects, you click on said project. So for example, we'll pick Ethereum. Just on the top, you've got the website, you've got the Wikipedia, Ethereum's actual website, Explorers, so you can see the actual blockchain, community, so it's got different forums and things like that, the Twitter, Reddit. It's got the actual white paper of the cryptocurrency. So you can see just how much information is actually on this page. And you can also maybe do a bit of your chatting here if you wanted to. So yeah, and you've also got this troll box, but just ignore this. It's just I'm not sure why Coinmarketcap have put this on at the moment. And as you scroll a bit further down, it actually tells you a bit more about what for example Ethereum is now, who's the creator of Ethereum, where you can buy Ethereum. So much information about each project just on here for you to look at. So I think all in all, something like this is just a good place to actually learn how certain cryptocurrencies might work. If you do create an account, which again, it is free to create an account for this, you can set up your own watch lists. So I'm logged into my personal account at the moment, and if I just click on watch list, you can see I've got a watch list here, and I also have a play to earn watch list. So sort of avoiding all the other clutter of different coins I'm not interested in. All the coins that I have just decided to take a look at are all just here. So it's nice and easy for me to actually see how they're all doing in terms of price over the last 24 hours, which doesn't look very good at the moment, to be honest, but it is what it is. You can also see a couple of important stats. You can see the amount of cryptos that are actually on they're actually on CoinMarketCap. You can see the amount of exchanges that are on there, the total market cap of crypto, the 24-hour volume, the dominance, and also Ethereum gas, because it's always nice to know what the gas of that thing is. They do also have a bit of a learn section. So you've got videos. They've got their own sort of video section where you can learn about different cryptos. And there are some that also do an earn section. So basically, when you watch the videos about what a certain project is, you might take a bit of a test at the end. If you take the test and pass it, you earn some of their crypto as like a reward. This doesn't happen for every single crypto. Usually it's a sort of a first come first serve sort of basis, and it's only certain crypto projects that will do it, because they have to partner up and allocate some of their own crypto to actually to bring this feature forward. They do also have a calendar on here where you can have a look at airdrops, any free ones, or any just particular crypto events. So they also have an airdrop section, so you can actually see when you click on it just all the ongoing airdrops. Airdrops is basically free crypto in a way. So you can see all the current ones that are going off. Usually there are sort of entry requirements. You might have to retweet their Twitter posts, follow them on various social medias, and then confirm all that. And I think it's more of a raffle, so you can see how many people have actually participated in it compared to how many winners you do actually get. So yeah, you can see there that there is a small chance of you earning some free crypto. So it's up to you to decide whether it's worth going through all these. Personally, I don't really bother. The only sort of learn and earn stuff I do, or I have done, is been on Coinbase, which we'll delve into a little bit later. That is everything for Coinbase. Use it. Create yourself an account. Do some research. Create your own watch lists. Just sort of make your crypto space a bit more organized. That's a bit of advice. Anyway, let's get on to the next app. Alright, so Coinbase. Coinbase was the first exchange that I actually used to buy crypto. Reason being, they had their own app. I could use my own bank account to purchase crypto, and I could store it all in the same place. And plus, at the time, it didn't really have a lot of things to actually trade. They were very specific on what you could actually buy and hold. So it was the basic stuff like Bitcoin, Ethereum. I think Tron was there, and a couple of others. So it just meant that I wasn't going to get confused. They had an app on the phone where I could purchase from as well. So yeah, it was just a nice app for me to use, and I still do use it to this day. I've not logged in, but you can see that the sort of the basic crypto is just here that you can buy. And then a bit further down, you have the earn section, which is what I spoke about probably about 20 seconds ago. And the earn section basically is similar to what I mentioned with Coinbase. You basically just learn about a project, then take a test. If you pass the test, you earn the cryptocurrency. I think in total I earned about $36 worth of crypto just from doing these. So it's worth doing, I'd say. It takes a couple of minutes per one. You gain a bit more knowledge about crypto in general, and then more specific knowledge to do with more specific projects. Another good feature that Coinbase has is recurring buys. Recurring buys is something that I use to sort of DCA, which is dollar cost averaging. It doesn't matter whether the price goes up or down with this. It will always purchase a set amount every single week or month, depending on what you've chosen. For example, what I did when I first got into crypto, I started buying $20 a week. So I would say, right, I want you to buy Bitcoin. Doesn't matter the price. I just want you to buy it $20 every single week until I cancel. That's basically what I did. Or I did that with, I think, Ethereum instead. So it's just nice and easy for a solid investment every single week without you having to make any effort. But yeah, nice and quick rundown on the platform. That's pretty much it. They do have a learn section, which is a bit more in depth. It gives you a bunch of crypto basics there, market updates, and some tips and some tips and tutorials as well. So yeah, it's worth checking out because they have a lot of information just about crypto on there as well. So you could even just create an account for free, of course, and just do the earn section and then just hold them tokens, see where they go. Be a nice experiment. And the next exchange that I used was Binance. So in my crypto journey, any funds that I had on Coinbase, I started transferring over to Binance. Binance is sort of one of the biggest exchanges that are around in crypto at the moment. Binance have just got a whole range of features now compared to when I first used them. You got your wallet section if you've logged in on the right hand side, and that's sort of split down into different things. So you got your fiat and spot, which is like your main deposit and withdrawal wallet. And then you've got your earning wallet, pool wallet, futures wallet, margin wallet, just a bunch of stuff there. And then you've got your sort of main overview. And then as we head over to the left hand side, you've got the finance part. So Binance actually have their own Visa card that you can actually use in the real world, just like you would your normal, your normal bank card. So you can use it to to pay for things like meals, fuel for your car, public transport, something like that. If you are just wanting to use the platform to trade on, just deposit your funds using this bit, and then go to markets. And then on here, there's just a list of all the different markets. You can choose between spot or future. You can search your coin name up there. It's got a little bit of a stat, so you can see the top volume, top gainer, any new listings, and any highlighted coins. I don't know what would qualify you for being on the highlight section, but well done to those ones. And then there are other ways of trading. So there's not just going on markets. This is my favorite one. It's the easiest way to trade. Just convert. Really is as simple as typing in an amount, selecting the coin you want to do, and then just verifying it, and that's it. That's how I tend to trade nowadays, rather than going through these ones. But you do have the classic way, which is, I think, what the first way that Binance had, and then a more advanced view. You got peer-to-peer, margin trading as well. You got so many features. It would take a long time to go through them all. I would say Binance is just sort of a solid exchange for you to just play around on and see what you think to it. Binance do also have an academy section where you can learn more about crypto. They have sort of in-depth research articles on quite a lot of different cryptocurrencies. And to check if they have done one, you just go onto the academy and type in the search bar the coin that you're wanting to learn more about. And if they've done an article, it will come up and it will do like an in-depth sort of analysis on the coin. In terms of the earning section, they have quite a lot of different choices here. Binance Vault. So with this, you basically just stake your BNB and you can earn rewards for doing it. So there's quite a lot of info that's on here. It just talks about what storing it actually does. You see the APY is quite low, and that's just because so many people will actually do this, because it is the biggest exchange. So the APY will be a lot lower than what you might see in DeFi. But the trade-off is that this is more centralized, so it should be a bit safer. Not financial advice. If you're planning on just using Binance to hold your crypto, then there are ways of earning interest just for holding. This is in the earn section and on the savings tab. And as you scroll down, there's like different savings accounts. So if you just want to hold your stable coins, for example BUSD, you just have to subscribe to it, type in the amount, and you'll start earning 7% APY, which is pretty good compared to normal banks. So you do also have like a locked savings as well. Locked savings is just basically means that when you deposit, say AXS, you choose the amount of days that you want to lock it for, and you earn more interest based off of how long you do it for. So if I do 15 days, annualize 15% interest, and then just click subscribe. Simple. If you're unsure about what these differences are, it does say down below, a little FAQ, and you'll find that this is the case for quite a lot of the tabs, because there is so much. If you don't use desktop and you just use mobile, Binance do have an app as well, so it's nice and simple for you to just download it on the iOS store or Google Play or whatever app store there is. Even though it can look quite confusing with the amount of different features they have, I've not seen it on the website, but there is a Binance Lite version on mobile, just to make things a little bit more condensed. So it gives you like a smaller version of what Binance actually offers, which in my opinion is good. It's good for people that are just getting into crypto. I'd recommend using the Lite version first before getting into the other more complex sides of it. So that's the exchanges done. That's the research section done. And that is the Tradingview section done as well. So that sort of gives you a bit of a basic knowledge about projects, and then you can also chart them, and now you know where to buy, learn about them, or store them. The only sort of the final thing I would recommend you downloading is Discord or Telegram. The reason I say or, because you don't really need both, but Discord is sort of a hub that a lot of projects use, especially NFT projects. So if you're sort of buying into a new project, we'll pick token ABC. I don't know if that's a real token. ABC will have on their website, they might have a Twitter where they'll announce updates and things like that. They might have a Reddit, so they've got some forums, and then they'll have a Discord. Discord is just a really nice platform. With a Discord account, you just join the project server, ABC as an example, and that server will have several different categories. They might have like a general chat where the community can just talk. They might have an announcements channel where only announcements there are posted, and they might have a giveaway section. They might have an airdrop section. You can see that it pretty quickly that it is all spread out and easy for you to see. The good thing about Discord is you're not limited to one server. You can join hundreds of different servers. One thing I would recommend with Discord though, it's so commonly used now with people from crypto. There is a lot of scammers about as well, so I'd recommend that you turn your DMs off when you go into all these new servers, just to avoid any potential of a scam. You won't get scammed if you don't click any links, basically, so just try and avoid that. And another thing I would also recommend is maybe turning off your notifications for Discord, or at least server notifications, because as you start joining 10, 15, 20 servers, you will get spammed with notifications, messages from all the different channels, and it can get really chaotic really quickly. So I recommend that you turn off notifications just to avoid that sort of hassle in the future. What I do like about it though is that you can join so many servers, you can just leave and join as you will. Yeah, I think being in Discord servers is a good way to actually reach the people that are developing the project or NFT project, because they're on Discord as well, so you can simply just message them in the channel. A lot of NFT projects will use now. A lot of NFT projects have things like DAOs. So what you can do is you can verify your wallet, say that you're holding one of their NFTs, and you can take part in voting, what they do, how they spend their money, what partnerships they take. It can get real in depth, and it's all done on just a Discord server. So yeah, I would recommend getting into a couple of your favorite project servers just to have a bit of a play around and see what you think to it. Telegram is a little bit of a more simplified version of Discord. I don't really like Telegram that much, personally. I still do use it for certain projects, but it's just one giant chat basically. When you join a server like you would on Discord, you can't categorize the channels, so everyone's just talking, and you just sort of have to filter through pinned messages to find your announcements and stuff like that, so you can get quite chaotic. So yeah, sorry, I'd say Discord is more simplified than Telegram, I would say, personally. And so that is all the basic apps that I've used along my crypto journey. Hopefully, you'll find this a bit more useful. I'll provide some screenshots and things of Discord, and also all the links for the apps I've mentioned will be down in the description below, as always. If you like the video, then of course leave a like rating, subscribe, comment, tell me which apps you actually use. I would like to know if other people have used different apps, throughout their journey, because I know that especially certain countries might not have access to Binance. I mean, US had a problem with Binance for quite a while, and I think Coinbase is only certain countries as well. So I'd like to know just the other alternatives that you guys might actually have. With all that being said, I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you very soon.